people, like young dudes and young girls.
We're talking under...
Yes, we're talking like 14,
Right.
maybe even as early as like 13,
Right.
14, and it wasn't just a music thing, because I was seeing people who I knew were involved in film and TV at an executive level, so not small people, like people who were at companies like ITN, not ITN, they were at, what's it called? One of the big companies used to do a lot of stuff with ITV. Some girls were in like very see-through type stuff. You could just see their breasts, like it was just a bit like, and then I kind of look over the guy who was looking at me the whole time, and I look at him and I'm just like, and he kind of looks at me as if you weren't invited here, and he kind of realizes like, you shouldn't be here, and he just like says that to me. He's like, you shouldn't be here.
This is an interesting resource here. Let's check this out a minute, since we're here, right? Wow, what is this? Okay, this is quite a web here. And I can see there's victims here. Maria Farmer, she was the first victim. She went to the cops in 1996. She went to the FBI in 1996. And they did not take her seriously, or more correctly, they participated in the cover-up. What? This is wild. Yeah, so Adam Horowitz, Jack P. Hill, some of these we looked through. I'm trying to find some new names in here. Larry Summers, John F. Kennedy. What? Why are you in here? Why are you in here? It's probably because he's in the... Okay. He appears 100%. So this is kind of interesting because it shows you how much each person appears too. So Sergey Brin, let's take a look at him, because this is the guy who founded Google, one of the founders of Google. There's a lot of sketchy stuff with him. So 62 times across 43 documents, primarily in the Epstein files, or primarily in emails and book apps. Say the key highlights. Multiple documents describe Google founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin visiting Epstein's plane on the Monterey tarmac when their company was still in its infancy, or rising into the stratosphere. 2019 email from Epstein to himself lists Sergey among names in what's labeled lists for Bannon Steve, alongside figures like Dersh and others. So that could just be a name of people that he or a list of people that he wanted to name drop to Bannon. Apparently, Epstein and Bannon relationship is very much centered on their mutual hate for Donald Trump, because they were both, on the outs with Trump at the time. A lot of book references, and I'm curious why these people are all off to the side here. Okay, Abraham Lincoln's in here. Why is he catching strays? What? See, this is the thing that I was saying about how they're putting everything they can out there to delude the... Yeah, I don't know why these are listed so far away in this map, and it's like they're only connected through Robert Maxwell. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So Robert Maxwell was Ghislaine Maxwell's father, who was like a media tycoon. So he knew all these are people from his generation, I guess, that he was connected with. Even George Soros, Richard Dawkins. I don't think he's legitimately old enough for... Let's see, Leon Black. This is one of the people who a lot of Epstein's wealth came from. This guy and Les Wexner, listed in emails as one of several pro-Jeffrey power brokers contacted during damage control efforts. See, look at this. He gave Epstein $158 million for tax and estate planning. I've heard a lot of different things about whether or not he was actually smart enough to do tax stuff, because there is, of course, thank you, a lot of theories that, he was just dumb and couldn't even do math, basically, and, but I don't think that was accurate. I think it was, kind of more in between.